Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
He's to the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yard.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking down.
And that's caught inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run with Harris, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Starting left here.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 22 yards on the pickup there. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
DC, Harbaugh.
Out of the gun, gone. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They run with Hunt. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Airing one out deep for Holt. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
DC. 5. Stews.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Gone!
Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll toss to Harris. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. Second and 10. Goff again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lane. 20. 10. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Harris. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now he'll let it go, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, that's Harris. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tiger, tiger. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Hard ball. Orange.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for L.A. 70. 1 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And a loose football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Touchdown, L.A. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Gone! Detroit!
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try to run with Harris, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Back there in Philly, here we go!
On 3rd down, it's Harris. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And his kick is good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
12. Hey, 11.
Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
17. 12. 12. 12. 12. Now, go.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
12. 14. 14. Let's go. 12. Let's go.
Like 22, he's coming.
Super. Turbo set.
Here's gone. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Goff now to throw. Now he's forced out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Holmes has got it complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. A toss running left. That's Harris. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Super. 12. Go.
To throw is gone. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And take it right on the 30. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown, looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now Jackson on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They go play action with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Detroit!
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Lucky 56.
One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.